Okay, so boom, you want to start a podcast. The very first thing you need to do is go to anchor.fm and download the Anchor app. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free $99. You can record from a computer or you can record directly from your phone, and it sounds amazing recording from your phone. Anchor is equipped with creation tools that allow you to edit your audio and even add sound effects. They will distribute your podcast on many platforms such as like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Best of all, you can monetize. Just as I'm recording this here sponsorship, you can do the exact same thing. And you can get a couple of coins every time someone listens to your podcast. So how cool is that? So go to anchor.fm or go to your favorite app store, download the Anchor app, and get started today. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
She do what she wanna do. She do what she wanna do. Ooh. She do what she wanna do.
She do what she wanna do. Lower to the grave, tell you like it is to your face. She don't play. Every chick down for it all, know that she a boss. No competition, no loss. From the Midwest to the A, Autumn got you tuning in, no delay. Ooh, get you right every time. Keep you laughing on a dime. Tell you truth, no lies. So you can live your best life. Cover all topics, no limits. Got something for your mama and your children, no holding back. No gimmicks, coming on strong, get straight to business. Oh yeah.
Do what she wanna do.
Live life, live life.
She do what she wanna do.
Live life, live life,
She
live
do
life.
what she wanna do.
Live life, live life,
She
live
do
life.
what she wanna do.
Live life, live life, live life. Live life, live life.
All right, real quick, y'all. A couple of weeks ago, I realized that my self-savings account was going to be paid off and matured right around the time that I go to Smoke-Free Weekend this April 16th through the 20th. And I was like, this is lit. So you guys may have heard of Self. It used to be called Self-Lender, but now they just call themselves Self. And for a monthly fee, it starts out around $25 a month. You can choose a preset amount that you would like to save, and you can choose how long it takes for you to pay this amount off. And the whole time you are paying into it, it's also building your credit. When I tell you guys, I've been getting these alerts like, oh, you have a change to your credit. Oh, you have a change to your credit. And it's not anything bad. It's like my credit score is really going up. And then on top of that, I'm about to have some money to throw in the casino. Listen, I need for you guys to go ahead and check Self out. The link is in the show notes. And if you have any questions, just hit me up. All right, then. Peace. Hey, it's your girl Autumn, and I welcome you back to the Lit Life podcast, where I encourage you to live your life autonomously. We back here at the the Lit Life podcast studio. I call it the stew. That's what my boy Twitty would call it, so I call it the stew. And I got a shot of Brandi back.
B. Dawson in the house.
So we here, and I don't know, y'all. I'm probably I don't know.
Fried.
Probably repeat myself a few times. I'm just gonna put that filler out there because it's kind of serious.
It's a situation going on right now.
But I guess, do you have a shut the fuck up award? Let's go into the shut the fuck up award.
Shut the fuck up. God damn, nigga.
All right, you got one? Do you have
I'm thinking
one?
hard. I'm trying to just pick one. You know what? Because I don't keep up with current events the way that I should. I'll admit that.
Same.
Some of them are just so low vibrating and depressing.
Yep.
But I have to present the glorious Shut the Fuck Up Award to our national leader, 45. Because no matter how much I try to avoid the news, your name just keeps coming up. And, you know, people don't want to be around you, but I would probably actually come work for you to be your social media manager, because your finger should not be able to touch any social media.
I can't let you go out like that, sis.
Did this man not take one social studies class? You don't have like a test that you have to take to qualify?
No, the qualification is
He don't know where Kansas City is.
the qualification clearly to being the president of the leader of the freaking free world.
You have to be in the
supposedly.
entertainment industry?
You gotta have money. It's all about money.
Did I mention that he doesn't know what Kansas City is?
Listen, this dude has. It's a whole lot of stuff. There's a whole lot of stuff he just doesn't know or doesn't do. Like he's so embarrassing. It's so freaking embarrassing.
You have like that family member that you already know if they show up on the scene,
Bruh.
that it's going to be a scene.
Every
And when
time.
they do, you're embarrassed like you're the one who did it.
Every time.
I have too many followers on my social media and even previous students that are not from America. And so I'm the person that when they see things on the internet, they want to ask me about it.
Right.
And I'm like, that's not my family. Me no know him.
Right.
My president is named Obama, and he's on Twitter with sexy ankles in Adidas now.
And also, like, all the other countries in the world is just sitting back having a good ass laugh. Like, we are
I
literally.
wonder if like their United Nations just sit around the table like the Last
Bruh.
Supper or something, smoking blunts, hemp wraps.
Blah.
Just look at those nakers over there in the United States.
Acting a ass. I know they're sitting back laughing at us. That's yeah.
They call us nakers.
Yep, they do.
So yeah, that's the award winner right there for this
right.
week.
My Shut the Fuck Up award, and this. Let me gather.
Did I mention he doesn't know where Kansas City
Yeah,
is?
you did.
Oh,
You
okay.
did.
I'll just make sure I
Yeah.
said that.
Okay. So
He must have watched Sesame Street or something. I'm like tripping off of this. How you represent the whole country and don't even know? Why does nobody just stop and dive in front of the microphone before he opens his mouth? Like nobody knew in advance that this man was gonna say this out loud.
it's like an extended version of Saturday Night Live. Like literally, it's like the Truman Show, but it's like Saturday Night Live Truman Show, and it's just going there. Everybody is just sitting around waiting to see what he's gonna do or what he's gonna say. Like,
You haven't seen the show on BET, Tyler Perry's The Oval. And so, you know, it's a representation of the White House. And the president on that one is like arrogant and he doesn't listen to anybody and he does what he want to do. And I'm like, I know
He do what he
exactly
wanna
who,
do.
yeah, well, and not in the best way. And I feel like the one that we have in office has to be the same way. Like somebody is in that White House saying, sir, you should not say this. And he's in there like, F that. I'm going to say congratulations to the Kansas City people. I mean, how does nobody know that every single day he's going to open his mouth and go, nay?
he's just, I don't know, man.
Okay, I'm going to have to get off of that.
You done? You done for real this time, or
I'm sorry, I just had an
you wanna?
aftershock.
Okay, you wanna take like a 2-second breather in and out, and just make sure that it's all out.
Yeah, where's a lighter?
All right, right here. All right, so my shut the fuck up award. Back in October, I believe 2019, I submitted my podcast, the Lit Life podcast, to Pandora Podcast. And I got an email back saying, your podcast will be up 4 to 6 weeks. Bet. I think I probably gave it about 8 weeks. And I went on ahead and reached out to Pandora. And they said they would look into it. About 3 emails later, into December, they're still saying, oh, we're just backed up. And, you know.
I'm pretty sure you are from a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a whole year, but.
Felt like it.
So it does. The story feels like it's been an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But, I said, oh, let me reach out to them here in February. I get a damn. I'm sorry I'm talking slow. I mean, it just is what it is. I get an email back from Pandora. I'm triggered right now thinking about it.
Uh-oh.
Saying that my podcast has been denied with no reason or nothing. And in the email, it was like, we don't have to give you a reason why. Like.
We just forgot about you and just said, okay, we'll just say
like,
F it.
Like you were just irritated because I emailed you to inquire.
She asked twice. How dare she?
Right.
Reject it.
Right. I think I really, really, truly think that that's what happened.
They just mad because nobody want to pay for their services.
So,
That's all that is.
Dear Pandora.
Nobody's going to pay for Pandora.
Dear Pandora. I would like to hand you a big, shiny, shut the fuck up. Like, for real? Like, y'all just gonna deny me like that? Yeah, I just get the denial. Like, it was literally the next day where I couldn't get an email back from them, you know, within a week. It was literally the next day. They was like, bitch, we don't want to hear, fuck you and Lit Life and everybody else.
Couch.
Right. That's how they really played me. They really played me.
They just mad because nobody want to pay for their services.
So, shout out to iHeartRadio because I am there. So, is it a storm outside right now?
I mean,
like, is
I
it
was
storming?
listening. I was like, where did that noise just come from? The sky just fell in.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's creepy. It's getting creepy. So we got together today. You know, just being two creatives and getting together. And every time we're together, we're like, oh, we need to pull the mics out. So of course we've had like 4 or 5 really good conversations that should have been on the podcast and
already.
Yeah. So we decided to pull the mics out because
we've been vibing all day.
Yeah, and but when we get together, you know, we do this thing, right? We do this thing where we partake in this exercise.
Mm-hmm.
It's really thundering outside, y'all. Like, it's not a game. But anyway.
I mean, it's like it's setting the scene for the story.
Right.
And then the rain fell.
Right. You know, we roll up, fired up, right? I mean, that's just what we do.
We give thanks.
Yes. And so today, just like any other day, I had a moment. And I didn't even, I'm going to have to put that clip in here because, see, I forgot to do that. So I had a moment where I get frustrated. I get frustrated because I be too high. Like, and I get frustrated about it. And I'm like, why am I so fried? Like, I don't understand.
She was so offended with herself.
I was so, like, we were driving because, you know, we had to go get some pancakes. You know what I'm saying? We had to go do that.
Too.
And like just on the way back, and it was frustrating because it had been like over an hour and it was the same. Like, I'm like, why am I like this?
No, if you're going to tell the story, tell the story.
What happened?
We were riding down the street and everything was calm. We were just listening to music or whatever. It was just nice and calm. And then all of a sudden, somebody went off the rail. Why am I still high? And I'm like, you're not okay with that? This is just ridiculous. It's an hour later and I'm still high.
The same high. You know how it trickles down. Like, yeah, it could last, 3-4 hours. You know what I'm saying? You got, the good. But it usually like starts trickling down after an hour.
Not today.
And well,
God
we're
is trying to tell you.
we're still recording, guys. Like, the lights flickered, so
The lightning struck.
we're gonna see how long this goes on. But anyways, and I remember now that she told the story the right way. We were at the stoplight and I kept telling myself, Autumn, turn right. Autumn, get in the right lane and turn right. Hey, Autumn. Hey, bruh. Why don't you get in the right lane and turn right? Because that's the way you came.
I didn't hear any of that conversation, y'all.
But I was so hell bent on going straight because on the way back, I was telling myself, I'm going to go straight. I'm going to go this way. But the whole time we're sitting at this light and I could have turned right and could have been almost home. So as I'm going through the light, I'm like, that's when I had my outburst because I just couldn't believe that I was like, what was going on? Like, why was I conflicted? Either way was okay to go, right? We would have still got
that
home.
Inner self argument, and it's you against your head, and I think she forgot that she was supposed to be in her head, and so she just jumped out and started arguing. And I'm like, I don't understand why you were so offended,
And then,
and why it was so pressing to express it with such passion.
and then after that, we get back here to the stew. Just take one guess. What we walked in the door and did all over again because I'm still frustrated because I'm still that high and I need to clear that frustration
By getting higher.
This is what I'm saying. So
just like drunk people go and drink some more,
right?
So they don't get a hangover. From the previous,
right?
Yeah, that's what you did. I was good. I was trying not to do anything else.
But it ain't like she said no. She wouldn't. Yes, she did. She did. The one time the one time she said no, but had her hand out. So, anyways, I said
peer pressure.
Let's go ahead and talk about cannabis. Let's just talk about it. Can we just have an open conversation about cannabis? Like, the goods, the bads, the myths, the truths. You know,
Dun, 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 dun.
can we just talk about it? Like, I did an episode last year, and it was like the top 5 things that you don't say to your friend that smokes weed, basically. Like, you're the 420 friend, you don't smoke, but they do.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things that you need to not say to a friend. So I kind of put a you know, just put something out there just to kind of let people know that that's how I roll. But I think we just need to have a conversation. So my first question to you is, what is your earliest memory of Reefer? That's what I still call it, because that's what I first known it as. And everybody just giggles at me about it and stuff, but it is what it is. It's Reefer. So,
well, I think the earliest, well, not really earliest memory, but I guess the earliest memory told to me was, I remember my grandmother telling me one time that when I was younger, I came to her and said, I saw mommy making cigarettes on a record. Mm-hmm. And I guess she had to put 2 and 2 together to figure out that I was talking about that my mom would get the records, the albums, because, you know, they ain't have rolling trays and stuff. Right. Black people innovate. And so I told her that mommy be making cigarettes on a record and holding them with scissors. So I was telling my grandma basically that my mom would get those top rolling papers and roll her reefer on that Minnie Riperton Al Green Sade record or whatever, and would get her roach with the roach clip. But I was just impressed with my own deductive reasoning to be able to tell my grandmother this story about the good smelling incense, because I love incense. So I never really knew the difference between, I guess, reefer smell and Money House Blessing number 6.
Right.
It was a good smell.
Why do incense be named all that dumb stuff, man?
Shout out to that purple can, though. That Money House Blessing was good. I'm going to go buy a cheap Family Dollar or something, see if they still have it. I need that memory in my life.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think I can remember being very, very young and smelling it, but not seeing it or not seeing anybody smoke it. But I think my most fondest memory was my mom. Okay, so it was my mom and it was my sister. My sister is 9 years older than me. So I think at that time my sister was probably like 20 or 19, something like that. And her best friend, my sister's best friend, and we're all at our house, and my mom, and I think maybe one or two of my mom's friends was there, and my mom and her friend had a reefer, and they were giggling. In some kind of way, my mom let my sister hit it, and which was which was like mind blowing. I mean, thinking back on it, it was mind blowing. I think then I didn't really know what was going on. Like, I mean, I knew it wasn't cigarettes, but I didn't know,
I didn't know the difference. Stigma. I just know it was 2 smells, and one of them I didn't like. And that was cigarettes.
Right.
I've never liked cigarettes, and I've always loved cannabis smell, even when I was younger and thought I was just smelling another incense.
Right.
I said I like that incense.
Yeah, I didn't mind it at all, but so I didn't know that it was even a bad thing, or So, and I remember my sister now is like dying laughing, and my mom just kept saying, they were talking back and forth, and my mom just kept saying, watch this, and she said cinnamon, and my sister bust out laughing, and I'm like I just did. Right, like you did. See?
Is that a code word?
Right.
So, start looking at people. Cinnamon.
Right. Like, but I guess they got to be high because, you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
if they laughed, I mean, I know they're high.
yeah, maybe that's it.
That's the giveaway
Right.
code. Okay.
So if I will walk up to you and just be like cinnamon, that's the reason why. But anyways, I think that's my earliest memory, but it wasn't a bad, it wasn't like a say no to drugs type of a memory. You know what I'm saying? And even when like the say no to drugs stuff, was getting popular, and
I was a dare role model.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I would tell the children, say no to drugs.
Right.
And then when we got done, we went and go smoke.
See.
Because I didn't put it in the same class. It's not in the same drug class. That's not,
Right. Oh, I feel it.
yeah.
And I just didn't. I mean, I guess by the time I was, I don't know, maybe junior high, I knew how quote unquote bad it was, or what the stigma was surrounding it. But I knew people who smoked, like I said, in junior high. I knew people who smoked in high school. And during those times, for me, it just wasn't anything that I was like really interested in. Or I didn't think one way or another about it, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I just did I even ever try? I think I tried it maybe I had tried it maybe once or twice, and it didn't do anything for me. But I think it was just kind of like peer pressure. Why I was just with
I
some
just find
folks.
that interesting when people say that.
What?
Especially people who don't consume it all. Like, I tried it and it did nothing for me. And I was thinking like, well, what's wrong with your brain?
No, well, I
that it
think
didn't affect you in some way.
I don't think I probably didn't inhale or something. Like, I don't think I was doing it right, because clearly here we are.
Yeah. But that was different. Our high school, it wasn't cannabis. That was weed.
It was weed.
Our high
Yep.
school weed is not anything in comparison to what we consume now.
Right.
It was no science behind it. It was just whatever we got our hands on. I mean, hell, we knew people that would sham people and sell them oregano.
So, right, I can see that. So for you, when did you start to consume like regularly? Like, when did you find it something that was very recreational for you, and even if it wasn't for just, strictly recreation?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is that somebody who looked at me back then probably thought it was recreational, and I didn't even, I guess, mentally categorize it as medicinal, but it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was when I felt stressed or I just needed to escape, because people who were around me knew that I lived a very interesting teenage upbringing,
Okay.
family life and stuff like that. So it was stressful to me. And so when I wanted to escape from that, or when I just didn't want to think about it, felt depressed about it, that's when I would consume. But when I was doing it, it was kind of like, oh, we having fun. I just hadn't identified that I was self-medicating. And now I'm still self-medicating, but not necessarily for a mental capacity. It's for physical.
Right. Okay.
For the pain, for the fibromyalgia. Occasionally because I had to drive on 75.
Right.
But
right.
But it's not like I'm calling people like, hey, Autumn, let's go get high.
Right.
We don't
No.
never say anything like that. I feel responsible. I'm a
Right,
responsible consumer.
I feel that. And I think, so for me, it was, I had moved to Atlanta. So this was a little over 4 years ago. And, well, I guess it might have been maybe 3. I don't know. However long ago it was. Not too long ago is what I'm saying. I had gone to Brooklyn
Okay.
with a couple of my friends. We were going up for a party, and we all met up. And we were all like celebrating something. Like I think I had just gotten the position that I'm in now, and like somebody else had got something else, whatever, what have you. And my two friends, they smoked. I didn't.
This was only 3 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Just can't believe it, right?
I feel like such an OG right now. Go ahead. This is your story. Go ahead. Thank you.
So so I was like, all right, bet, let's do it, whatever. So we get there, we meet up with a couple of guy friends, because the party was the next day or whatever, and we smoked. And it was just like, okay, I could get like, it's different this time than it ever has been. You know what I'm saying? Like because again, when I tried it before, it just didn't do anything for me. Yeah. But I'm like, okay, all right, this is something that I definitely feel like I could, or would like to do.
Do you remember how much it took then? Was that like, oh, you just took one puff and was like, wait a minute, what is this?
Maybe two. Like it just.
Did you even make it to half a blunt?
No. Oh no.
Okay.
No. And then after the trip, and I came back home, and I was like, you know what? Okay. So I got on the hunt for a plug. I was in Lawrenceville then. I was living in Lawrenceville then.
It's so awkward trying to find somebody for the first time.
Oh my God.
Like, is there a keyword? Do you have like a tattoo behind your ear? Like, you just don't walk up to people
MG.
Like, can you buy some weed from you?
Bruh, it was the most awkward thing ever. But like word of mouth, I kind of was able to find somebody. But then the guy that lived next door to me, who was like so much younger than me, but he was like such a handsome young man, and he had the biggest crush on me. And so I had just asked him like, hey bro, where the weed at? And every once in a while he would literally just drop some off. And
you know some of the best people when you tell your stories. I mean,
but wait till I tell you why I haven't talked to him since I moved from over there. I'll tell that story another day. I already told it, but anyways, so what was I saying? How do we get here?
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Wait a minute. Stop. Oh, okay, back. Okay, I'm back.
And we're back.
So I found a plug or whatever. And what I started to realize, because since age, I don't know, 19 maybe, I was diagnosed with anxiety and, some depression and anxiety. And over all these years, I have been on a combination of medication. I have done Wellbutrin, Clopidogrel, Prozac, Xanax, like you name it. I've been on some sort of antidepressant or anti-anxiety type of deal. And I was grateful because it did help, but it helped, but it compromised me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, the one that I can say that I ended up having over the longest period of time that I felt helped the most was Xanax. So when I started hearing that like people were taking Xanax for recreation, I was like, oh my God, that's disgusting. Like how could I could only take half of like whatever that lowest dosage was. I think it was like 10 milligrams or whatever. And my doctor called it what did he call it? He called it the shit happens pill.
Oh, okay.
So he said, listen, if you know that you're going somewhere that's going to, something is going to be going on at work today, or, or something happens, this is what you take. Cause it's not an everyday thing. You take it as needed.
Mm-hmm.
Take this. And I guarantee you're just going to be like, well, shit happens. And he's absolutely right. Like, it completely just calms you down. It's almost like you're on almost like a robot. Almost, it's just like whatever. Like nothing matters. Like nothing.
It sounds like you're on Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, like nothing matters.
Smile and get it over with.
So, but I say all that to say, when I started consuming, it was just like, I don't really think I need this other shit. Like I don't feel like, and I started seeing that I was, when I ran out of meds, I was just out. I went on ahead and went through, cause you literally go through crackhead ass, heroin ass type of withdrawals, literally. Wow. When you're trying to get off of an antidepressant, it's the most horrible thing. The most horrible, even when you step down, because I've had done it before, even when you step down and it's not like a cold turkey thing, like literally the shit that you see on TV, how people going through withdrawals. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that right there tells you it's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyways, so I slowly started to see myself not needing that. And then back then, of course, I was smoking which I still kind of do. Like it was literally like just a couple of puffs a day. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't even like a half of a joint. Like I was smoking joints, which is another reason why I always called it reefer. I mean, like my weed would last forever, but and then I got to a point where all I had left was Xanax, and I think they had like expired or something. Like I wasn't even taking them. And so now, like 3 years later, I just don't have a need for an antidepressant or an anti-anxiety medicine. Now, of course, there's pros and cons to this, because, I can't be out in public and have an anxiety attack and just be like, let me fire it on up right here. Mm-hmm. But those are the times when I just deal. To me, it's still better than having to take a pill. If that makes sense. A
man-made pharmaceutical.
Yeah. So, and I can be the one to say that I have always had a negative view at marijuana because everybody did. It was just wrong. It was like so wrong. Like, oh my God, it was wrong. And then I got to a point where I was just like, oh well, I mean, if they do it, they do it. And like even with my son, like I caught my son with weed in the house, and I like but with him it was more of a safety thing. Like I don't even care. Like, okay, whatever, if you doing it, you doing it, but you're a young black man and walking around Toledo, Ohio, and you know what they're doing to young black men for any reason. You just don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. But anyway,
you would have wanted him to be a responsible consumer.
Yes. So, but I just now I understand. And like a lot of people, I know that there are people who smoke weed just to get high. Like, I mean, sometimes I do too. Duh. Like sometimes I do too. But I can wholeheartedly say that it helps me with so many things. Mm-hmm. Like me at the young age of 40, I have arthritis. The Arthur is what my sister calls it. In my neck, y'all.
You too, huh?
arthritis in my neck, and it radiates. I feel it in my neck sometimes, but my neck is not really where I feel it. All the way down my left shoulder, all here, the front shoulder blade, the back, all of this. Sometimes I can't even move my arm.
Wow.
Like, and I'll take I take Tylenol. I'll take a Tylenol for it or whatever. But it's just
But
like,
when you in chronic pain,
I mean, it's
that
ridiculous,
Tylenol was like, what you want me to do?
man.
That big old thing over there?
It's like, so I know a lot of people just think that, damn, she just be so smacked. I do, but but for me, it really is not all recreational. And I know that there are so many people who it is recreational for, and I think that's okay. I mean, like you said, if you're being responsible, I don't know. Maybe I'm just here to make a plea to, one of the handful of people that actually listen to this. If y'all know somebody, can we, when Georgia gonna get these laws? Like, what are we doing?
Can we move into the 21st century?
Please, like,
Georgians are people too.
Now, what I have seen here, and then I think it started in Fulton County, is they started to do the
Home county, yes.
They doing the decriminalization,
mm-hmm.
and then it spread out to a couple of other counties. So I guess they are trying to not make it a priority. They're not trying to make it a like priority arrest type of ordeal, which is good. But even still, like, I'm just so ready. I'm so ready. Like, look, everybody else doing it.
Peer pressure.
Right.
I mean, like, Daddy, when you gonna get me a Nintendo?
Right.
I'm tired of watching everybody else play their Nintendo.
Right.
We can have a game, but we legally can't have a system.
And
it's ridiculous.
And I don't, whoever listen, I don't care. I'm gonna keep it 100 here. When it does become legal, because it will sooner or later, I would definitely go and visit dispensaries. I don't see myself not going to a dispensary, but I'm going to still need to have a good plug, because I'm still going to be going to my street plug.
I don't want the government weed.
I want the government weed, but
I want permission to get the government weed, but I still want to holler at my boy.
Oh, facts. No, I want see, let me tell you why I want the government weed. I want the government weed because it be days when the plug you just ain't connecting with the plug.
I'm scared of government weed. They're going to taint it and put some kind of GMO in it.
Child,
and cause more diseases.
I'm pretty sure they are well on their way to doing whatever they doing already. So
I don't trust it. I just want permission to have it.
I want the government weed as well, because I need to be able to go somewhere when I can't get to the plug. That's the only reason why. So
we were talking about that service that need to be created, Woober.
Right.
Well, they just deliver it to you. Like, yo, can I get
the Reefer mobile?
Yeah, can I get a KD of Girl Scout cookies?
Right. But they're probably not gonna.
Ooh, I want some Girl Scout cookies.
They're not gonna come from the street plug, though. They're not gonna be delivering from the street plug.
You know how we are. We're gonna find a way to sneak our way in. Gonna say, yeah, we delivering the government. We have a whole trunk full of it because you only been delivering your own stuff. That's the code. Oh, they ordered this. Oh, they actually want this off of my menu.
Right. Oh, this actually means this.
Yeah. Oh, they ordered Girl Scout cookies. Oh, they really want this train wreck.
Right. Right. Cause this all we got for
Because
real.
we don't follow rules.
Right.
We jump in the game and play that Monopoly how we want to.
And you still go get this little baggie. It ain't gonna be nothing cute.
Mm-hmm.
You still gonna get this little baggie with, and it's gonna be written on the baggie with a Sharpie.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's gonna be. Niggas.
Burned at the top so it don't come out.
Or the twist and pull.
Yes.
The twist and pull at the top. But yeah, so I still need, I mean, you know, again, I'm still have my plug. Like, I'm going to still need my plug is all I'm saying.
I believe you.
You believe me?
Mm-hmm. I feel the same way. It might be the same plug.
It's the same plug now.
Wait a minute. I had no knowledge of what you just said.
All right. Me either. Shit.
I
whatever.
plead the fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, that's a topic. What things do you consume in entertainment, TV, books, and life that just automatically take you to a cannabis moment? And that's one of them.
That is
Dave
one of
Chappelle
them.
is a freaking genius anyway.
Oh my
but when
God.
you are lifted and you watch the Dave Chappelle show,
Bruh. It's just too much.
oh my God.
It's too much.
Tyrone Biggums, the Niggard family. When he was president, when he got pregnant by Oprah.
Girl, oh my God, no. When he was in the club, the Tupac song kept coming on in the club. And Tupac was dead, but he was rapping like he was still alive.
Straight cannabis moment.
Yes. What's another one? Well, I already told you when I get high, I watch The Office like all the time. But something that I think about,
I had weed movies like Ace Ventura
oh my God,
when Tommy Davidson jumped out that back.
girl, Step Brothers, that right there. Oh my God.
There's something about Mary.
Oh my God.
That
Girl,
like
is
the
it on
ultimate-
Netflix? We need to turn
Yes.
that on today.
That is the ultimate consumption movie. Bings and Franks. I told you not to disturb me when I'm cleaning my
Oh
room.
my God. Oh my God. What was we watching? Back in the summer, we was downstairs. And we was in here rolling like we were
Was it Dion
crying.
Cole?
No, but it was the other comedian
Cat
from
Williams?
Friday.
Mike Epps.
Girl,
Yes.
that damn fool. Oh, we couldn't get it together. We had to keep rewinding it.
I mean, my contact almost popped out that day. I
Oh.
was crying, laughing so
My God.
much. So yeah, that's the TV and the movies. What's one of your songs?
Oh man, I was talking about this to a friend of mine because she's creating like this smoke playlist, but she's way more current with music than I am. So I'm sure a
We
lot of this,
Zennials, we stuck in that same little period.
right. So I'm sure it'll be very all of it'll kind of be new to me or whatever. But I go back to my 90s R&B like every time.
Sade.
I'm talking about, I'm listening to like some for real. It ain't mellow. It's like I'm Still Waiting by Jodeci.
Oh, you
And
just in straight pregnancy mode.
facts. Like and Ooh This Love by Albie Shore.
Shout out to Albie.
And Slow Wine by Tony. Like I get in
Moments
my
in Love.
bag.
See, I was
When it
trying
comes
not
to
to even go there. I had a whole playlist of that. That Moments in Love, How Deep Is Your Love by Keith Sweat.
My playlist is called Repeat Worthy. And it's all songs on there that I have turned on at one point in time and just let it play over and over and over.
Well, on that theme that you was talking about, my playlist is called Conception.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I listen to. Like, music-wise, that's what I'm literally, like, in the moment. Like, I'm sitting down, but I'm, like, dancing. I'm rocking. I'm singing. Like, just.
I had tears to it.
Yeah.
Like, if I was maybe in a crowd or something, I would be like on some 8 Ball and MJG, Space Age, Pimpin'.
Yeah.
You know, that 90s like that Hootie Hoo, Funky Ride,
right.
Outkast kind of thing.
Right.
But if I'm at home chilling, it's a Sade.
Mm-hmm.
And even back then as a teenager, for some reason, like Kenny G, those just instrumental jazz like things.
Mm-hmm. Like that
or that moment you talking about Jodeci,
or like Joyful Noise, Raheem Devon, that jazz cut he got. Mm-hmm. Hey Ra,
anything Raheem. Okay,
so let's talk about a ritual. Like, what's something that you do that is kind of just like ritualistic? You know, you have to smoke before, after, during, or after you do this.
I was hoping you was asking for the ritual, like, I turn the music on and burn some sage, but no, you want to know what brings on the desire to even consume.
No, like some people. For example, some people like feel like they have to smoke before they eat.
No, I don't. I mean,
like,
if I know that I'm
ritual?
eventually going to eat, then yeah, I would want to smoke first, not afterwards. But I don't know. It's not about eating or anything like that. I don't prefer to consume during the day.
Same.
Because it's just hard to get access to good sativa.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually when I know that I'm not about to do anything else responsible.
Right.
Make sure the bills are paid that day, dishes are washed, and not going to be driving and all over the place. And I almost just forgot the question just then.
But like a ritual that you might do, like, oh, my leg's stuck.
But yeah, it's just whenever I know that I'm able to just engage as fully relaxed as I can.
Okay.
When I know that I can kick back, clothes are off, or I'm somewhere safe or whatever, and I know I can just let go of that day, whatever energies that was absorbed, any pain that I may be feeling, I know that I can be in that spot and it's all about to be gone.
Right.
That's when I know that I can.
Okay.
I don't have any other really rules or anything or rituals like that.
Well, I got one.
Unless you're about to jog my memory.
I got one, and it's, I don't know what to call it, but
lit.
It is. So I try really hard to, eat kind of healthy, kind of. So right now, or actually over the past few months, I do like this intermittent fasting during the week, except for today. Today, it didn't happen. Where basically I eat between the hours of 3 p.m. and 11 p.m. So on the weekends, I, eat whatever time, and I basically eat whatever I want on the weekend. So that's when I get to have stuff, stuff like, bless you, like pancakes, the shit that I really love. I really enjoy.
Yeah, today was Saturday.
Yeah, today was. So on Saturday mornings, usually, if it's warm outside, I probably get up and go run first. But if not, I get up and I smoke, and then I go to my favorite Waffle House.
Waffle House.
It's like a 5-minute drive from here. So the drive is always just pure comedy. Like when I finally get there, I always crack up laughing.
And when you finally get there, like it's gonna take forever.
Right. Like it's an hour drive or something. Like but it's always just pure comedy. And then there's a waitress there, and she knows. Like she knows. I think we even had a conversation about it at one point in time. Like she knows my entire order. She knows I like to sit there for a minute. I go in, I sit down, and they give me some coffee, and I literally sit there probably like 30 minutes, maybe writing or, you know, on socials or something like that. And then they make my food. Like it's literally a whole ass ritual on Saturdays.
You have like your own dedicated seat.
No, because I never really know where to sit, because I never really know where it's going to be cold. Like, you know, Waffle House, it be like freezing cold in certain ones. So no, I don't have. But there's like 2 waitresses that know my exact order. That's how much.
Scattered, smothered, covered, capped, peppered.
It's I get an all-star because you know I'm difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And shut up, twin. She know who I'm talking to, because they always talking about me every time we go somewhere because of how I order my food. Here's a mini shut the fuck up award to y'all, to everybody who has something to say about how I order my food. But anyway, this is what I ordered. This is my order. My order is, when I go to Waffle House, I want an all-star special. I want the eggs scrambled well with cheese. I want grits. I want I want sausage. I want the sausage well done. And I want a regular waffle. And please don't let the waffle be too hard. I have a specific order for every place that I go to. I know it is kind of exhausting. I'm sure it is. I'm sure.
I just thought about Waffle House has those, like, I don't know if it's peanut butter or butterscotch morsels or something they can put on the waffle.
Mm-mm.
And they have the pecan waffle.
See, I like to say that I am a pancake, waffle, French toast connoisseur.
Okay.
But I really only like them in traditional fashion. So I only like maple syrup, butter and maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no blueberry waffle. I don't want no strawberry pancakes. I don't want no whipped cream on my pancakes.
You don't want the happy face?
I don't want none of that. So I guess maybe I can't say I'm like, I can't say. I said the hell I want to say. That I'm a pancake connoisseur.
Comedy.
I know that. I don't even know how we got started. Oh, because that was my ritual.
That's your
what
ritual.
I do. Yeah.
It was almost segued into my question to you was
what?
Your snacks and your munchies.
So here's the problem.
That's always the introduction.
Again, I'll be trying to do well. So, but I will.
This your coming out party. Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
Oh, man, look. Okay, so here's what I have for snacks. My first go-to snack, number 1 on the list, is that Boom Chica kettle corn. What do you mean? That Boom Chica critical? What is it? Kettle corn? Girl.
Boom Chica Pop.
Yes, girl. You talking about teeth be hurting. Cause it's almost like caramel corn almost. But you know what I'm saying? Like kernel stuck in your teeth. Still be eating. Eyes half closed. Just eating.
Just mad but eating, chewing like a
Just
cow.
stupid. So that's my number 1. And then I also like the Lance. See, and you could really I've only ever seen this at QT. the Lance white cheddar popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Bruh.
Have you ever had that Smart Food cheddar cheese and caramel mix?
Mm-mm. I ain't never had that.
That is phenomenal.
But you want to know what's fire right now?
What's that?
What I just found?
What?
Them damn Ruffle Flaming Hots. Fam.
I mean, what is that? That's what we did in high school. We opened up the chips and put the hot sauce
No,
on
no,
them.
no. But see, I didn't like hot sauce. I still don't like hot sauce. I like hot stuff, but I like spicy stuff, but I don't like hot sauce. This does not taste like hot sauce. It's the Flaming Hots. You know, like Flaming Hot Cheetos?
So you're getting your hands all red,
Yeah.
face all red, lips all red.
You had some last time you was over here. Them the chips. Those are the chips that I'm talking about. They were Flaming Hots.
hands all red.
Bruh. Them Flaming Hot daddies and the Dorito Flaming Hots, them the hottest Flaming Hots. Them the hottest what is it? Flaming Hots.
You
Mouth
speak
be
with
on
such
fire.
passion right now.
And even the Funyun, I was afraid to try those because Funyuns is one of my go-tos. But I was like, I'm gonna try this Funyun, the Funyun Flamings. I don't even like I don't even like the flavored Cheetos. Like, I don't really like those.
I had those jalapeno ones.
But all the
that was
other
just doing
flavors,
too much. Cheetos have gotten too hard.
and so now that I know it's something about them, and so now that I don't really eat candy and stuff like that, those are the type of snacks that I go to. What's your snacks?
I'm a horrible snacker. It depends on where I'm at, whether I'm at home or whether I'm out. I'll try to be healthy and make a smoothie or grab some fruit or whatever if I can. But if I have to go to that total end of the spectrum, it's just a total train wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Because I should have like stock in Little Debbie. I'll get like zebra cakes.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had a zebra cake?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes my soul happy. Or if I'm near my house, I get a piece of bean pie.
I've never had bean pie.
Oh my God,
It
it's
just
an
really
experience.
sounds disgusting, and I just don't think I'm ever going to be able to do that.
Do you like sweet potato pie?
Yes.
You will like bean pie.
I'm afraid.
Live autonomously.
Do that go together? Like,
I just made it go together. Because you're going to enjoy it, which means you're going to just do it.
but what if I don't want to though? Like,
You're open to new experiences.
The
You're
song
a zennial.
says.
I'll go back and listen to the theme song.
The
later.
song says she do what she want to do. That's what they say.
When y'all listen to this podcast, I want you to go to her Twitter, tag me too, and comment if you've ever had a piece of bean pie and tell me what your experience was. You're going to like it.
I mean, you say bean pie, I think of beans.
It is beans.
So I think of kidney beans, pinto beans, black eyed pea beans, lima
Navy
beans.
Navy beans are amazing. Don't knock it till you try it.
Okay, what else do you eat? Because we have to move past that.
Well, you probably still don't want to eat with me then, because then I get weird and want something salty, so I might eat some of those seaweed flats.
What the hell? Where are you getting this stuff?
The international food stores.
What is seaweed? What is that?
It tastes salty.
But what is it?
It's what people use to make the little sushi wraps with the rice. They taste good too. We're going to have to help you explore your taste palette.
I have been like over the
You
last
still
year.
stuck on hot chips.
No, I just found those hot chips. I was never stuck on them before.
You still crunching on hard popcorn. You have got to move on to new things.
No, I will never move on from that Boom Chica Pop ever in life.
And I
They
will
gotta
not go away from
discontinue
Garrett's.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm not about to be traveling halfway across Atlanta to get the Garrett's.
Every now and then, because we're only supposed to have it every now and
Where
then.
that is the only one in Lenox?
I heard it was one somewhere else. I mean, they're nowhere near as great as the one in Chicago.
No, but
But it was pretty good, the one I had at in Buckhead.
again, I can go to Kroger and give me some Boom Chica Pop.
Boom Chica Pop, or was it Amy's? One of them had a popcorn during the holiday season, and it was chocolate peppermint.
It was in that red bag. I saw it.
You saw it? I was looking
In
for it.
CVS.
Oh my God, I was looking for it. I look for it every year. That in the vegetarian eggnog. I didn't get any.
We really don't like the same stuff sometimes.
We got to be a little different.
I'm never ever gonna have eggnog in my life.
That's why you're getting the vegan one.
I'm never ever going to have eggnog. I don't care, vegan. I'm never gonna have it.
So I guess you don't like black jelly beans either.
I didn't really mind black jelly beans.
Peeps.
I like licorice. No, we're not doing that here. We're not doing that here, ma'am.
Oh my God. The way your eyes just flipped into offense just
We're not doing
Did
that.
I curse?
Nah, I like candy corn.
I like candy corn.
I like the little what are they? The little pumpkins. Candy corn.
Yeah.
Pumpkin. I like them.
I like those.
Yeah. See?
I think I like too many candies.
That's why I don't eat it anymore. Like, so the other day, I'm in here doing yoga for the first time in my whole life. So y'all can just imagine. Y'all can just imagine. Y'all can just imagine how that went. And I get a knock on the door, and I say every time, y'all have heard me say on this podcast several times, I get a knock on the door. I'm not going back to the door because nobody even, like, I don't know anybody here, but what do? Go to the door. It's some little girls out here selling candy bars.
Oh my.
But they're not selling just any candy bar.
Not that fundraising one.
That world's finest chocolate.
The big hunk squares together.
Hold on. Because I thought it was going to be some Girl Scouts, and I was going to be like, nope, because I have to avoid these damn Girl Scouts
I've been running from them like the plague.
Because I'm not responsible, which is what I was telling you earlier today. I'm not responsible. I'm so dead serious, y'all. Like, this is a serious moment.
Well, you eat
I
a whole
can't
box.
have, right. I will probably sit and eat like a whole sleeve and then be sick. Seriously. Like, I cannot. So I won't buy them.
It's like, oh my God, heartburn, but it was totally worth it.
Or I'll buy them and give them back or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. But anyways, listen, y'all. I don't carry cash. Ever. I had cash today just because they gave me cash back at Smoothie King because they overcharged me. I don't ever have cash. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to get $2? Because I'm going to need $2 to give to this little girl. Of course, the first thing I'm like, no, she probably ain't got no cash app. Maybe her mama got one. Then I said, you know what? I got this bank upstairs.
Lord, the fundraising children doing cash out.
I know. I came up here to my little change bank and dug out $2 like a crackhead.
Because I thought about Dave Chappelle.
And went
for some change.
right and went downstairs and paid the little girl to get my crack. So I get the chocolate, y'all. First of all, can we talk about the fact that they're not as big as they used to be?
Yeah, they're on a diet.
Like, they're so much smaller than what they used to be. And then I always get the almond one. I always get the one with the almonds in it. And I bite into it and I'm chewing the almonds. The almonds used to be like almost half almonds. Now they're just like almond chips. And it just didn't even, it was not satisfying, which is great for me because with sugar always being my very bad thing, my crack, literally, for me going so long, like a year really, without having gobs of added sugar, my change has really taste. My change has taste, girl. Goodbye.
But the problem with
My
that,
taste has changed.
I do exactly what you were saying. I don't know what that
So,
means right now.
I didn't like that. So I say all of that whole last story to say that I won't be buying any more World's Finest chocolate because I ate both of them now. I ain't gonna hold you. I ate both of them. But
That's what I was about to say. I hope this story doesn't end with you saying that you ate both of them, because I was going to ask you for a piece.
And you know why I ate both of them? Because I ain't got no damn control. I ain't got no control. So
Joint in one hand, chocolate in the other.
But I won't be buying anymore ever in life. So stay the hell away from me, World's Finest chocolate hustlers.
And know that our next episode is going to be the topic of when we were talking about social media earlier today.
What about?
It's just people talking too much and doing too much.
Oh, yeah.
And I say that because I just looked at my phone and saw that Kirk Douglas just died.
Oh, no.
103. And we were talking about how we
How
would have had
people
to
would,
wait
yeah.
until the morning to see it in the newspaper back in the day.
Right.
He probably just died like 2 minutes ago for all we know.
Yeah.
And it's already all over the internet. But anywho, okay, so we know your television shows, your snacks, your music, your rituals. What setting do you enjoy most? Is it like when you're just at home smoking by yourself? Do you like to be amongst people? If you went to a dispensary, would you just sit there in the cafe area just cheaping it out in front of everybody?
I would do that. If there was like a cafe, because just like how I consume coffee, like and how I love coffee shops, I go for the atmosphere. I go for the coffee, but I literally go for the atmosphere. So yes, that would probably be my most favorite thing to do. That would probably be my go-to setting to smoke. But now I really, really, really enjoy having company. Like I enjoy having you over. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoy that, just being with other people.
Like an energy exchange.
Yeah. And it's always just chill. It'd be like we could be sitting here and we just talking about anything, or watching TV, or listening to music, or being creative,
and nothing turns into this big debate, or my side is better than your side. We don't debate about nothing. It's like almost everything is an agreement.
Right.
Almost.
And we be upset because we ain't got the right snacks, and like
where are the damn zebra cakes?
Right, like, and we do the same thing every single time. Like, it's like you would think one day we're gonna get it right, but we have not just yet. But yeah, it's just. But on the flip side of that, I really do enjoy just like, I'll get from my desk after working and stretch a little bit, or maybe I'll go make my runs, or I'll go to the gym or something like that, and I'll come back and I just sit right here on this couch and turn on the TV, turn on The Office. I guess that's one of my other rituals. Turn on The Office and just kind of, it's not really like a meditation or anything, but it's just like
unplug and decompress.
Yeah.
Decompression.
Like I appreciate that alone, being able to decompress.
It's an SOS.
It is. So like, yeah, I don't know, but I do like being around people. I like being social with it.
If you can handle it.
Yeah.
That's one of my pet peeves. is being around somebody that, you know how we say you can't hold your liquor. I don't know what the term is for somebody who just smoke and do the most.
Like what? What they be doing?
I mean, it's like they just start
The extra paranoia. Like
you want to get extra philosophical.
Oh God!
Everything has to be so deep. I don't want to have one of those metal musil.
Hey, sister.
Like you just got out of prison conversations. I'm not trying to be that deep. Yeah, hoteps.
Hey, queen.
Get all hoteps. I love the fact that you do nothing to your hair. We gotta re-embrace our Nubianness. Queen. That's why I want you to be one of my other wives.
Oh God.
Because I have 6 wives and I need you to be number 7 because you are the number of completion. One of those.
Yeah, I don't be feeling like, because
I don't want to get educated like that.
Because I'm just sitting there like, what? Like, what are we even, why do we have to have, like, why does this have to be the topic? Can we?
One of those Beavis and Butthead.
Is anybody hungry or anything? Like, is there something else that we can?
Don't nobody want to talk about 90s music? Cause that's pretty much all I want to talk about.
Right.
When I get like, you remember this song? Hey, do you remember this one? Like, do you remember when Vanessa Huxtable went to go have big fun with the ratchet?
Right. Or the Gordon Cottrell shirt. Like,
yes.
Or the episode.
See, this is what's supposed to happen.
The episode of Martin, when they was in that cabin and that thing girl.
See, this is what's supposed to happen when 2 or more gathered in the name of sativa. Nobody, when you that person who has to debate everything, like, no, Tweety Bird was a girl. No, he was a boy. It's not that serious. We just
then they be on the, because it's an agenda. That's why. And I'm just like,
they've been pushing the agenda. That's why you didn't know if Tweety was a girl or a boy. That's why Bert was living with Ernie. That's why Bugs Bunny was wearing skirts and fruit hats and shit.
You be like, bro, you really just took it there.
Did
like,
you just say that Bugs Bunny was gay and cross-dressing?
Girl.
He was shaking his hips though. But we don't want to get that deep.
I'm just not in the mood for that.
I just want to chill and reminisce at good moments that probably was previous experiences with cannabis. I don't want to argue about nothing.
Can you recall a time when you was high and you went somewhere?
I'm sorry, the minute you finished the question. Finish the question?
And you just kind of went somewhere, but you just I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like you get in a car, you go somewhere, and you're just like, you just had like an experience, like kind of like, remember how Head Crack was telling us about his experience, like you just had some sort of like crazy experience. I'm trying to think of one, because I think Head Crack story topped everybody's shit.
Think of one that's not X-rated.
Oh. You was out there getting it in. What was that?
I'm sorry, that's one of the side effects.
I'm trying to think. Girl, me and my friend, oh my God, on 420 last year, we went to the Dungeon Family concert.
Oh Lord.
We went to the Dungeon Family concert, and I don't remember if we were on our way there or what we were doing. Anyway, she was here in the city, and we were coming out of the parking garage, out of some parking garage downtown, and was stuck. And there's like 20 cars behind us. Like the whole parking garage was backed up because I could not figure out how to get out of the Parker garage. Like I'm at the thing, and I'm trying to pay, and I could not figure it out. And then it was like this big, like kind of big. I think it might have been kind of small though. Sign that said to push this button. Like we were literally there for like 10 minutes, dude.
Like I said, y'all probably sitting there looking like Beavis and Butthead.
It was so bad. People was blowing. You know, ain't nobody got no patience. But to be sitting there for that long, like people was getting out their car, walking around trying to see what the it was my ass. I couldn't get it open.
Guy, you just reminded me of another one of the shows I watched back then. Two Stupid Dogs.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God, that was like the most incredible cartoon because they usually spend the whole episode doing something real obvious. Like one time, the little dog spent the whole episode looking for a bone that was sitting on top of his head.
Oh my God.
He went all around the world. They showed him walking through the desert and the pyramids. It took the whole episode for him to realize he had put it on top of his head so he wouldn't lose it.
Oh my God.
But my story.
Okay.
I don't even know if I can't say this is in the past now. No statute of limitation on that. I spent my 40th birthday doing media coverage for an anniversary party at Stankonia.
Okay.
Sponsored by Dutch Masters. With a vegan chef on a buffet line. Special guest, Organized Noise, and Big Boy. The end.
What? So what was the story? I don't understand what the story was.
I just told you all the elements, and you could just put all of that together.
Can you do it again? Because
it was my 40th birthday.
And you was at
the anniversary party for Organized Noise.
Oh, okay, so that was your experience. Okay.
Yeah, that was the experience hosted by, I think it was Young Jock. And it was sponsored by Dutch Masters.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm slow.
The end.
Clearly I'm slow. Because I don't think
clearly
my story,
you're fried.
My story wasn't like that. So anyways, I don't know. I guess that's it.
I think we covered a lot of the bases.
I don't even think we really got into everything that I wanted to talk about, but it's we're over an hour.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Now you keep talking into part 2. And we're back.
All right.
Shout out to the sponsor of that break, Audacity, who can edit and cut the episode. Download free on your computer.
But that's the thing. Like we could have done all that, but I don't even remember what it was, the rest of the stuff. So
we were just talking about our personal experiences with cannabis.
Okay. So we'll conclude part 1. Mm-hmm. Which is basically what you just did.
So you're going to leave all this in episode 1?
Now I'm doing it again. I'm on my Michael Scott. You had an idea. I take the idea as if it was my own. So
you're a genius.
Thank you. We are going to cut it here. So I want to thank you all for listening to this episode, this part 1 of this
coming out cannabis story.
Ladies in cannabis, I don't know. We want cannabis. I don't know what we're gonna call it. Reefer. The Reefer.
Free the Reefer.
Part 1. Free the Reefer part 1. And we'll be back with a part 2. But first, Brandi, tell us how we can get in touch with you on social media.
You can get a shot of Brandi online on all social platforms at Miss Brandi Dawson. That's MsBrandidawson.
All right. And thank you for listening to the Lit Life Podcast. I hope that you will be hearing me again soon. Peace.
Peace.